To Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
There it is, people. Yes, you know this man. And I know Michaela. Michaela's over there talking about, hey, we're on the
Some
Skype.
say that karma is a bitch.
It's all the hype, all the Skype.
Some say that karma is a bitch.
Karma is a bitch.
The big show.
Karma is a bitch. And
Okay, so
if she
last
don't
week
like
I
you,
had
she's
a
going to
job
make you
to
pay.
San Jose.
That's how that
So
works.
I called about the hotel
This is my
later.
friend that stayed in the haunted hotel. Would you stay in a haunted hotel, Michaela?
Going on or something, but I did
The
call
big show.
for a hotel
You would.
that had a room for me.
Tanya, can you hear this?
It was a haunted hotel.
I got to see if my lady's hearing this. I wonder if she hears us on the radio right now. I would stay in a haunted hotel until something touched me. That would be a problem area for me. Would you be okay with that if something walked up to you and actually touched you, like on the neck? Or would that be a defining moment for you? You'd be okay with that? I mean, yikes! It creeps me out. Once it breaks through the realm of a foggy apparition into this is something that could pull a Lorena Bobbitt on me in my sleep. I could wake up without a penis, and she could be a ghost riding down the road, throwing it out the window. That terrifies me. I keep getting these notifications for anybody listening in right now. As I said in the descriptions, yes, we're continuing to talk about aliens, but we're also doing a bunch of technical tests, trying to get the call-in feature working. Michaela's on Skype right now. I've got my girlfriend Tanya, who does not want to be on the air, and I'll go into the psychology of that later because I got some theories about that. I'm going to pick on her a little bit. Actually, pick on myself, not her. So we're trying that. I also have a Google Voice number up, which we're going to try that. Now, Michaela, if I want to see how you sound on Skype as a co-host, but I also would like it if in just a couple of minutes you disconnect from Skype and call that Google number again. It's working now. And that way I can tell if, let's say you're mobile in a car and you want to help me co-host and you can't do Skype, you could just call in on the phone and do it that way. It's all connected, but no, those two things aren't connected. They're separate. But what I'm wondering is, it gets freaky, man, when you're dealing with who can hear what over the broadcast. You have to do these virtual line in and stuff and start getting all kinds of audio signals crossed so that you can get people's call-ins to come back through your recording device. It's insane. So I don't know if I have it set up right. For all I know, people are just hearing me right now on the show and not you. So, and then when we test Google Voice, we may suddenly start hearing you or something. This is what I'm just shooting in the dark here because the help files are terrible on this stuff. I mean, they're terrible. So, yeah, I could be talking to myself. Yeah. You sound clear. You sound clear through my headphones. I wonder how you sound from the people listening to the program. I don't know. That's some. Well, I'll know when I play it back. So that'll be that. All right. Do you want to disconnect from Skype now and try to call the Google number? Okay. I'll be waiting for your call. And for the rest of you, one of the things I thought I'd talk about is, what about alien sex? They don't seem too interested in it, do they? They do everything through a test tube. What if their genitalia is connected to their forehead or something? Wouldn't that be terrifying? You at first you'd be like, oh, you got a zit, but then when you got closer, you'd be like, oh, no. You've got cash and prizes on your forehead. That's not going to work for us. We must flee and scream loudly as we flee, because we can't have you chasing us around trying to get your forehead near parts of us. That would be terrible. Let's see. Skype is done. We should have a Google call rolling in here any second. I'm getting notifications from Facebook. This is confusing. I got to admit it, and I'm a computer guy. Yes, I got a call on Skype, but it should be 20 minutes. Okay, good. Okay. Tanya says I could not hear her. Okay, please listen again. I don't know if she can hear me right now. As she calls in on Google Voice. So now I've got to watch my Facebook messaging in Firefox while watching my show broadcast in Opera. Why? Spreaker doesn't work in Firefox for me. So I've got two browsers going, I've got two call applications going, and my brain is not liking any of it. It's a little bit too late in the day for me to be cool with all the multitasking. I wonder if aliens multitask well. See, I'm thinking there may be a drawback to an automated civilization. You get everything done by computers, you get everything done by machines, you don't have to think anymore. You just sit there and play Candy Crush. If you're an alien, then that's why their heads are so big that if they lean the wrong way, they'll fall over. I think because they don't have to do anything anymore. They have no reason to strengthen their body muscles. They just, sit there and look at space. Maybe pot. Maybe marijuana is common for aliens, and that's why they do that. It's just like, yeah, we just smoke, man. Just trying to figure out interstellar reality, man. Or maybe they have hemp and they think it's pot, and it's more of a placebo high. You got to throw these things out here. You got to throw them out. Try some theories. I'm checking. This is insane. This is insane. The technology crossover here. Thank you for anybody listening that's being patient here with me, because I would really like to be able to take live phone calls on this show. When we did it on Blog Talk Radio, it was popular. People were, doing well. It expands your show immensely. Okay, that's Skype. Okay, Michaela, you're back on Skype. You didn't get through on Google Talk? Oh, great. Okay, so that's working once in a while. Well, Tanya's telling me that she can't hear you but let me try this. Hopefully she's still listening. Tanya, can you hear it now? Yeah, the 910 number. Okay. Well, I've got another microphone line thing I'm opening here, and now she's messaging through Facebook. So, can you hear it now? No, I didn't hear it. Okay, so this is... All right, she says she's hearing me, but not you. All right, right this moment, because I just changed something here. Right this moment. Okay, can you say something, Michaela? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, something like that? Tanya, can you hear this? I can hear her. Okay, Tanya, you can hear her talking now? All she said was yep, and I asked 2 questions, so that always confuses me. Great. You hear her now? Okay, so she says she still doesn't hear you. Well, then that's something I'm just going to have to work on. At least I know where I stand. Man, I can't believe the Google thing didn't work, because I called in, and my call popped right up on the number, and I answered it and everything, and had the stuff going and everything, so... Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do what? I thought... Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and try to... Okay, call the 910 number in about 5 minutes. Okay? All right. This should have worked. There was no reason this shouldn't have worked. I think it has something to do with me having Firefox open, and if I don't need it open, to heck with it. I'm going to close it. We'll just use Opera. Close that. Firefox. There we go. I may even just close Skype for now. Good Skype. I know anybody that's listening is going, yeah, this is entertaining. Well, it will be, but we got to get everything set up. This is the mic check 1, 2 part of the show. So, we're working on it. What about aliens? Are they among us right now? This is a theory that's pretty popular. Aliens are working alongside the government right now. Ever heard of J-Rod? You're like, J-Rod, didn't he get busted for steroids? No, that's A-Rod. J-Rod is an Area 51 alien who supposedly has a lifespan of 200 years. He's funny about who he'll talk to and how long he'll talk. There are supposedly aliens in the S4 area of Area 51 that like to go out shopping. The women like to go out. They look almost human, that particular species of aliens. Thomas, there's a cat out here, and he doesn't like it when I talk about aliens. I think it scares him. So he acts out. And these women, these female aliens, they want to go shopping for hats and dresses, but they gotta be dressed up. So I guess it's like E.T. the movie from the 80s. It's kind of like they say they look mostly human, so I guess they dress them up and put makeup on and stuff, and they take them out to casinos and stuff, and it's who's lying? Who's telling partial truths? I don't know. I know people come up missing all the time. They'll pop up. Dr. Karen Turner, I think, was one. Phil, what was his name? He had a pretty convincing story. He was missing several fingers and said that it was actually a result of him surprising a couple of aliens in an underground area. He was with a Marine Guard. The Marine Guard was killed. He had several of his fingers shot off with a laser gun. So, yeah, it gets pretty freaky. I think he ended up dying. I know she was murdered. So it makes you wonder, it really does. People show up talking about aliens and UFOs. A year later, they are erased from this world. I don't know. I think if I got in there and were able to look in the files, I don't think it would be earth-shattering to me. I'd just go, I suspected this. I think I would. I think it'd be like, this is what I was thinking. Yeah. Wasn't sure, but this is what I was thinking. That's what I'd be. What would you be like if you could get into the vaults? All the top secret stuff. See it all. What area would you go to first? I would definitely go to the UFOs. That's where I would go first. And I'd want to know. There goes Thomas again. He's mad at me. I'm sorry. Look, I like to talk about aliens, okay? So I know it creeps you out, but you're going to have to deal with it. You're in my office right now. You understand? I'm not in Thomas's office. And now he's going to give me the cold shoulder like, oh, you're pulling the authority card again. Whatever. What would you go for? Would you go for the signs of an afterlife stuff in the top secret files, if such a thing exists? Would you go for the time travel? Would you go for, is Hitler living in South America right now, having found Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth and ready to take over the world again? Or is he operating a secret moon base and him and all the Nazis are going to come back and do terrible things to those of us that aren't Aryan? Like one comedian said, we may be very unlucky if the gods or aliens come back and it turns out they're all giant American Indians, because we'd be like, oh man, we played that one wrong. Dang. Yeah, we're in trouble. Okay. Sorry, Indians. Yep, you're taking more than just the casino lands, aren't you? We thought so. Okay. All right. What's our punishment? Anyway, waiting for some calls here. I don't know how this is going to work. Let's see. Google Talk is open, but Google, the mail has to be open too. So let me go and pull that up. Let's see. So there's the mail. Here comes the mail page. And this is where I think the phone rings, which is supposed to ring in Google Talk, but it doesn't. It actually rings inside the mailbox if the mailbox is open. So that's what I got to pay attention to here. Yep, okay. But show me the number. Where's my number? Why isn't it showing me my number? Let's open up a new window for just Google Voice. See how that does. Google's got me confused. You know, they've got roughly 67 trillion damn services available now. You can link some you can't. You can have separate accounts with some, others you can't. That's all you got to tell me. And you might as well have balled a bunch of yarn up and say, straighten it out in 2 seconds. You know? I want a Rubik's Cube that's all the same color. Fuck, no matter what you fucking do, it's solved. You'd look like a genius, man. That's what I'd do. I'd be like, click, click, there it is. There it is. All done. I'm a genius. I'm going to have to build one of those, I think. Oh, lordy, lordy, look who's 40. Got it open here. That's the number, 910-665-9464. If you're listening right now, that is 910 no lying. Yeah, isn't that neat? Neat little acronym I got to fit in there. I had to do some searching and thinking on that one. And 910 no lying is the number to call Truth on Tap. How freaking appropriate is that? Couldn't get more appropriate than that, if you ask me. You know, it may be a very odd time right now, but I think I might as well just go ahead and play a little station ID here. Why not?
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
Yeah, I like the scratching, because that kind of is me. I like the scratch. Bring scratching back. I don't know why scratching left. My friend Jasper, Master Hurricane White, says scratching never left, but I haven't heard it enough. You know, when you get into the crazy scratching, that's been gone for 20 years, and they need to bring that back. That was one of the best musical art forms that emerged out of the past 40 years. And it seems that, you know, like breakdancing came back. Why can't scratching come back? The hell? Inbox. No, that's not what I wanted, my friend. Google Voice. Here we go. Yeah, does it ring there or there? I do not know. Alright, well, I'll turn that off. If anybody's got any clues about this Google Voice, please call me and save me. I need somebody to save me right now. I need a hero. Somebody that knows the number in the morning light. And they gotta be smart. And they gotta be right. And something else that rhymes with right. Let's see here. So, if you haven't used it before, this service, Spreaker.com, lets you be a DJ. You know, you're limited on what kind of songs you can play. You got to watch out for the copyright stuff. What they have, though, on this is kind of a mixing board. So what you're looking at when you go on there, especially if you broadcast live, you've got your microphone and the settings for that. So you have a normalizer, mute, audio quality, left, right, volume. Then you have on the right of that, you have deck 1 and deck 2. Now, if you want to play music, you load that music into decks, and you can only load one at a time. So for instance, my intro is on deck 1, and in this case my station ID was loaded on deck 2. So when I want to play Bad Ace later, I got to pull that over from my playlist on the far right, drop it onto a deck. Now that's the playlist. Below the playlist is sound effects, and they've got a library of about, I don't know, 100 or 150 you can add, and you can also upload your own. And some of them are pretty funny. But they got to have the right, you got to have the right format for sound effects to really, if it's not a kooky morning show or you're not doing something dramatic like it would be an aid in telling a story, I don't know. I would just mess around with it once in a while. I don't see how much value it could add to a show. But it sure is fun to play around with. That's the kind of thing I've wanted to do since I was a high school dude, wanting to play DJ, or play guest DJ. I used to call the local station WNVZ, I think, Z104. That was always fun. Impersonate people, famous people. And most of them I was pretty good with. I didn't ever do a voice that I was bad with, so I only called in with the ones I was good with. And back then, and I will not try it now, so don't even ask me, but I could do Hulk Hogan. Oh gosh, I could do Reagan. How many actors could I do? I don't even remember. I could do a lot of people back then. I could impersonate a lot of voices. But something happens when you don't practice something like that for years and years. You do lose it. You know, it's like a brain to mouth pathway that gets eroded. Honestly, I mean, it's really I've tried it in the past couple months just to see if I still had it, and I don't still have it. There's only a couple voices I can do now, and those I've had to practice. Some people are like regular friggin' parrots in that way, you know. What do you think it happened to the Native American, or not Native Americans? Well, I guess they could have had some come to North America, but it's mostly a South American phenomenon, probably parts of Africa, where you have a parrot. So there you are, you're in South America, you know, you're jaguar paw or whatever. You're not afraid, these are your woods. And a parrot says some shit like, "Hey, get out of here, you fool." Well, what the hell? The first person that heard that must have lost their mind, you know, looking for the human. I mean, that's probably where a bunch of demon and monster stories came from. Friggin' parrots talking in the woods. Heard you talking in your village, flew out in the woods, then you come in their territory, and they're saying, "Get out of here." And the next thing you know, a myth is born. How'd you like to be that guy? Walking through the middle of your jungle, knowing no other humans are around, and you hear, "I can see you." Dang, I'd be like, where's the peyote, man? I either need to hit a whole bunch of it and pass out, or stop doing it altogether. Michaela, if you can hear me, we're 22 minutes in. Give the Google Talk number a ring, 910, no lying. It is 910-665-9464. Again, everybody listening, this is a halfway alien show, a halfway test show. I would even say it's like more like 22.5% alien show with 77.5% BS testing kind of a deal. Yeah. So it's not easy getting this stuff ironed out when you've got to try to communicate with people through the very means that you're testing and they're not working. So the communication's not even happening for feedback on the testing. So yeah, that gets quite interesting. Oh lordy. All right, we are going to lead out with a. I don't think I have a Bad Ace song here with me, do I? I don't think I loaded one up. Oh well. Yeah, this'll. Let's see. I could have sworn I did, though. That bothers me. Yep, there it is, Kelly. We'll lead out with Kelly. I'll go ahead and put Kelly on deck too. And I'm not going to do that till the 27-minute mark. So either way, we're either going to check call status here within the next 4 minutes, or I'm going to talk some more about aliens. What if? See, here's the way I look at it. If aliens can speak and communicate through ESP, what if that's how they breed too? Ladies just, female just laying there in her bed. Dude's in the next room, starts thinking about her. Bam, she's pregnant. That'd be messed up right there, right? But it would explain Immaculate Conception, and that would actually play well into a book I wrote called Name a Vault, who says that Jesus is a half-breed human and gray alien. This is a fiction story. I wasn't claiming it as true. Come on now. Gotta stir things up for a fiction story if you want to sell some books. And it's one of my worst selling books, so you see how well that worked. I enjoyed that book. That was probably the most fun I had writing a book, was doing Name a Vault about an alien on Earth and talking a lot about ancient astronaut theory, and a lot of which is BS, but some of it's pretty compelling when you start looking at the data. Oh lordy, so we're at 25 minutes here. I'm not getting a call in. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to use my phone and call into this Google Voice number and figure out if I can hear the person talking. Okay, see, it's showing here on my screen. There it is, answer. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to my DJ console and mute my own mic in just a second here. I said answer. There we go. So we got the feedback. So mute. Alright, so hanging that up now. Oh, wow, that was a crazy feedback loop. Okay, well, this show was primarily for testing. We're not making a lot of progress here on that testing. I haven't talked enough about aliens, so I'm going to give you Kelly by Bad Ace, and I'm going to sign out. You've been listening to Truth on Tap with your host, Kevin Kierstead. Peace!
She took me down screaming, but my mind I was only dreaming. Can't help but standing, and you pushed me down. When I gave you my hand, that was over, and I'm a little bit colder. Oh, now sometimes a man don't know what a woman can do till the jail breaks through when it's over, and he's a little bit colder. Oh, now everybody's got their money, she got to shout out, baby, but I might be crazy, but I really do believe you're lying when you say there ain't no use in trying. To get out to get it, I can see that you're never gonna get it. Oh, can't you just give me a minute? Can't you see that I'm trying to be in it? Can't you let me hang and you cut me down when the wind's all sang you another name? And it was a whole new game now. Oh, now it's time to take your tall tales and leave them at the tracks, cause the train don't slow for you and me. And I'm a westbound man, I've got to catch my ride. Destination, think I need a permanent vacation. Hold up on another revelation in the lobby of a cold concrete steel station. Oh, now maybe I'm a loser. Maybe all my tears amuse you. Oh, but that don't mean a thing now. Everybody's gotta love it somehow. So don't look for me no more. I was caught 10 minutes for you slam the door and I'm going. And my heart's not showing. Oh, no, baby. But when the circus comes back to town, no, I might be fine with the figure face down. So you can give me coyote to a painted up pole with a brave new version of the old side show. Oh, Lord knows I walked that line and found on my own now. Get on, get up, get out, get it, anyway you can, not for me, baby. Oh, Lord knows I walked that line and found on my own now. Get on, get up, get out, get it, anyway you can, not for me, baby.
You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kierstead.